Welcome back to the Puppet House, my children. I'm your puppet mother. Here's where we're going today. 2022. This game makes use of animated effects for storytelling and transitions. Turn them off. Reduce motion. Okay. There we go. I prefer my windowed. Ladies and gentlemen, Parasite in Love. Okay, it's another visual novel. So it looked interesting to say the least. So, new infection. Man killed by brain-eating amoeba. A rare infection from a brain-eating amoeba is being blamed for the death of a North Carolina man. He was swimming in a water park earlier this month. The amoeba is usually found in shallow freshwater. It can cause severe headaches, fever, nausea, and vomiting, which can progress into having a stiff neck, seizures, and a coma. I've heard of the brain-eating amoeba, actually. It's only infectious when water is forced up the nose during activities such as diving and water skiing. According to the Centers for Disease Control, the CDC, the amoeba is rare but overwhelmingly deadly. In the last 57 years, there have only been 145 known infections, but of those, only 4 survived. The CDC says the illness is particularly difficult to treat because it is notoriously hard to detect and progresses so quickly. The next time you go swimming, wear a nose plug and avoid activities that involve being fully submerged in freshwater areas. This is Gabe Stewart, NBS News. Good to know. Day 1. You feel a rush of happiness as you continue your hike because you hear nothing but nature around you. The birds are chirping, the wind is rustling through the tree branches, and water is trickling nearby. It is so peaceful compared to your busy office that is currently far, far away from you. The hundreds of emails you get as a project manager can wait until you return from your vacation. We're not gonna jump in the water. Wait, hang on. Are lakes freshwater? Shallow freshwater. You finally arrive at the lake. The photos you looked through online couldn't convey the beauty of this place. You're so glad to stop here before entering the cabin you rented for your little vacation. Time to swim as a reward! Bringing amoebas be darned! The hours you spent hiking make your dip in the water all the more refreshing. Waves of relief wash over you as you swim around, and after a while, you let yourself float to enjoy the moment. You close your eyes and your breathing slows. The sun heats up your face while the water cools your back. You hear a scream and a wave pushes you to the side. You stabilize yourself, screaming and spluttering for air, trying to clear water from your nose and mouth. A boy laughs as he bobs up right next to you. He smiles brightly without a care in the world. Marlo, I guess that's me. Be careful! You could have hurt us both! But nothing happened! His mother calls for him and he swims away. As he steps out of the water, his mother already has a towel in hand and dries his hair. You are a little envious. Clumsy with your words outside of work, you have a hard time connecting more with the people you love. Your friends and family do like to spend time with you, but you sometimes feel lacking when you try to show them the same affection. Maybe you would have an easier time if you had a family of your own. Your friend did tell you that her instincts as a new mother help immensely when taking care of her baby. You hope that in your case the instinct would take over in talking to your child. I have a child? What? How great would it be to have such a deep connection? Oh, I guess I don't. I guess I'm a loner. You sigh and rise from the lake, unaware that you are going to totally die in a few days. You arrive in the cabin you have booked for the next 2 weeks. Oh wow, nice place we got here, all psychedelic and stuff. The space is too big for just one person, but it also feels luxurious to have so much space for yourself. You're basically checking this place out as a vacation home for the future family that you always dream of. Even if you don't have a partner, the thought of taking a trip fills you with joy. By the fireplace, you look at the couches where you can snuggle with your future family. You smile, imagining your child imitating a bear as they wear the fur that drapes over one of the cushions. You stretch your arms as you yawn. Oh my gosh. Time to unpack and get settled. You put your hand into your bag and take out your vacuum-sealed clothes. You pack them this way to make space for other things. Your wallet, your smartphone, food, toiletries, and some books to pass the time. Do we have the stand in there? You can't go on a trip without reading the stand, I'm just saying. After putting all your stuff away, you go and take a shower. Fun fact, I just got out of the shower. Half an hour later, you leave the bathroom refreshed and donning a white robe provided by the rental, walking to the couches with a grin and a glass of white wine. Is it Chardonnay? Nope, it's spaghetti. Now this feels like a true vacation. Attack of the Ing thing. Oh my, sci-fi! Now this feels like a true vacation. You take your phone out and check it out of habit from your job. Messages. You have messages from your dad, your mom, your coworkers, and friends. Oh, my coworker. You immediately regret looking at this. What? Have you seen my last email? Alright. Your dad always sends short messages like cloud with a photo of the sky attached. You must have inherited his blunt way with words. Enjoy your vacation. Mama. She likes to nag and remind you to do things, even though it's been years since you moved out. It can be annoying, but you know she's doing it with love. Marlo, when are you coming home? You can't just leave for months, my dear. I bet you need some fresh vegetables from our garden, too. Friend. So, you sigh. It's gotten so much harder to meet up since your friend group became adults. So, when are we going on our trip? We've been trying to organize this for years. Let's at least try to make plans by the end of this year. Photos. Your mother sent you some digital copies of old family photos. When you were little, your family used to visit the big greenhouse in the city center quite often. Spook goal. VN. There are also some photos of you with coworkers. When did you take these selfies with them? You must have gotten drunk at the last office party. Any milestone has to be celebrated is the motto of your boss, so parties happen pretty often. You don't know how your boss is able to make the company pay for so many, but you don't dare ask him. You scroll further back and find some photos with your friends. The last time you guys met was to say goodbye to a friend in the group who was leaving the country. You should call him sometime soon. You should, but I won't! You yawn and decide to go to bed. Day 2. The sun warms your cheek, and birds chirp as you wake up. What a peaceful morning. It's been a while since you slept this well. You check your phone and notice you gotten a message from your dad. Attached is a photo of a flower he saw on his way to work. It brightens your day whenever he does this. Pretty flower. You want to send him a photo back, so you decide today you'll explore your surroundings, take pictures, and make some bookmarks with the flowers you find. After a quick breakfast, shower, and a change of clothes, you're ready to go. Woo! Once you're outside, take a deep breath. You can smell damp moss, flowers, and wet grass. It must have rained a little during the night. You take your smartphone out and start your hike. Your shoes sink in every time you take a step on the pine needle-covered ground. As you look around, the wind caresses the leaves above you, making their shadows dance on the ground. Dang, that's a beautiful sight, I ain't gonna lie. Soon you spot some purple flowers growing nestled between fallen tree trunks. You squat down and take a picture up close. You stare proudly at your photo. A dewdrop on one of the petals reflects the sunlight, making the scene feel more magical. Purple flowers I will bring to you. You try to send it to your dad. Or at least you try to. You see your bad reception and give it another attempt, but it doesn't go through. You decide to send it once you have a better connection in the cabin. Then you look at the flowers again. Upon further thought, they would be a pretty decoration for a bookmark when dried. You carefully pick one and make your way back. After you put your bag away, you fold a sheet of paper around the flower and tuck it inside a book. Okay. You press the book shut and then stack several more books on top of it. That should make it flat and dried after a while. Then you remember to send the photo. Oh, that is nice. Your dad just answers with, nice. Then seconds later, he sends a photo back. You chuckle. You used to make them together when you were younger. New wooden toy. Aww. I miss you, Dad. You shake your head, a little embarrassed after those words escaped your mouth. Somehow you can't bring yourself to send those words. You just write, nice, back. Dang. That's cold-hearted, I don't know. after a long bubble bath. You are ready to prepare your dinner. You cut the meat on a chopping board, almost in a rhythmic fashion. After a while of eating only takeout, it feels good to cook for yourself again. Whoa! Are you cooking? It looks good. You let go of your knife too fast and it clatters to the counter. You whip your head around. No one was there, but you had clearly heard a voice, and I saw a blue hand. Ha ha. Slowly you move around the cabin, peeking into each corridor, but you found no sign of anyone else in the house. Still anxious, you go back to the kitchen. You start the stove and sear the meat in a pan. The fat glistens and the smell makes your mouth water. You almost forget the previous strange incident. Hungry and impatient, you grab a fork and tear into the meat. It's still a little rare and bloody. You enjoy the flavor and relax, feeling the stress from earlier leave your body. Putting the odd incident behind you, you were still able to find some enjoyment today. Ooh, you. Day 3. The morning alarm almost gives you a heart attack. With half-shut eyes, you search for your phone and hastily turn off the alarm. You sit up and massage your temples. It's been a while since you had a headache this bad. Yep. It's that darn brain-eating amoeba. I'm telling y'all people, stop swimming in the lakes! Sluggishly, you crawl out of bed and make your way to the kitchen. You brew some tea in hopes that it will help and take it with you to the living room. Are you feeling off because of all the hiking you did? Or was it the rare meat? Or maybe it was swimming in the lake, but who knows? Several hours later, you breathe heavily as you lean against the cold white ceramic of the toilet. Oh gosh. The last time you had to vomit was after the last office party, after securing a multi-million-dollar deal for the company. The constant flow of alcohol was the only thing making the loud music bearable. But the next morning you had the hangover from hell. You couldn't remember much else. Alright, I guess we're gonna go to the kitchen and check for bad food. Yeah, we're gonna look inside of the chicken. You know you bought the food just before your hike, but you can't help but suspect that something you ate might have gone bad. No, not the bread or anything else in the kitchen. It's all fresh. Was it really food poisoning? Could it have been some suppressed stress from work finally resurfacing? Or was it too much sun after being holed up in an office for so long? Yeah, I don't think food poisoning gives you a headache. You grab your phone and sit down on a couch. You decide to research some more on with your phone and open your browser in order to look up your symptoms. Because that always works out well! Let's see here. Can be caused by alcohol, certain foods, changes in or lack of sleep, poor posture, skipped meals, stress. You are guilty of a few of these. How to treat. Rest in a quiet, dark room. Hot or cold compress on your forehead or neck. Massage and small amounts of caffeine. Ibuprofen, aspirin. Caffeine feeds the addiction! Sorry. That's my psychology teacher talking. I cannot take ibuprofen. Guys, I'm gonna have to level with y'all. I cannot take ibuprofen. It makes me vomit. Ever since that kidney infection, I cannot. Maybe you should call a doctor now? Just when you're about to type in a number, your hand seizes up. Your phone falls on the couch. What was that? You hesitate. You dropped your phone from a little muscle cramp. You've had those before. Whatever bug you've caught will probably pass by tomorrow morning. You grab yourself some tea, a slice of toast, and rest for today. Day 5. You slept through an entire day, but you still feel weak when you wake up. You drink some tea and wonder if you should eat something, but you decide it'd be better to wait it out till tomorrow and give your stomach more time to rest. It'd be a waste of food if you had to throw up again. You drag yourself to the fireplace and make a fire. You make yourself comfortable on the couch. Oh, what the heck is going on, guys? I see skulls! I see water. I see skulls. There's skulls in the water. Is it like the bay? Okay. You make yourself comfortable on the couch and watch the flames. They sway from left to right, and if you aren't careful, you can get lost in their hypnotic dance. You start to feel lonely, even as you enjoy looking at the flames. You miss your mother's chicken soup that she cooked whenever you got sick. You snuggle even deeper into the blankets. Why did you have to get sick all alone? Out in the woods. Oh, gosh. Your mind drifts off and you look around the room in a daze. Is the room getting bigger? Maybe you just imagined it? It's alright, I'm here. You force yourself upright and seize the fireplace poker, brandishing it in front of you while you search for the source of the voice. You could have sworn it was right next to you. But there's no one else in this room! After what happened the other day, you've checked as much. Of course you're the only one here. Right? You back into a corner so at least you aren't ambushed from behind. Then you check out your phone and try to call for help. No! An intense pain wells up in your head. You jolt in pain and let go of your phone. It hits the ground, bounces once, then falls flat. You tremble as you kneel down to retrieve it. You sigh when you see that your phone is still intact. Okay. Whatever just made its presence known seems like it doesn't want you to call for help. You don't care. Your thumb hovers over the dial pad. You're gonna make that call. I'm calling the cops! That won't help. You nearly throw your phone out of fear, but you stop yourself in time. You only feel a little pain. Tears roll down your cheeks. You hate this voice. It's swimming in your head. It's seizing up your hand. It's like it's controlling you. No, now you sound delusional. What voice? You mean thinking, right? That's what everyone does. You're just fighting your own intuition, aren't you? You close your phone and just go to bed. You hope this ends soon. Oh my gosh. Huh. Day 6. When you open your eyes, you're not sure what you're looking at. Colors? Patterns? Why can't you focus? Good morning. Oh, hi, buddy. Hey. Panic floods your body. There, at the foot of your bed, grins a ghoulishly colored man. Who is he? How did he break in? You snatch a nearby pillow and throw it at the intruder, but it sails right through him. You stare in sheer disbelief. Are you a ghost? No, I'm a living being. We met in the lake. I was looking for a place to multiply, and you were just so warm and so nourishing I couldn't resist. And finally, you can see me. He leans forward. Hi. Hi. I'm an amoeba. I think you humans call me Negleria fowleri. So I'm starting to see things. I need help. Wait. Are you getting a doctor? Of course! So you're trying to get rid of me? You feel an intense pain as a new wave sends you into agony. How could you? We need to stay together, don't you understand? Okay, wait, please. Calm down. I won't do it. Good. The pain disappears. You feel even weaker than before. Exhausted, you lay back down on the bed. He's an amoeba. He's in your head. And he's sprouted more and more of him to root around in your brain. And the pain is killing you. Killing you! So, wait, aren't I just gonna die then? He doesn't answer immediately. Don't say it like that, Marlowe. Isn't it wonderful we get to spend time together? You have a hard time wrapping your head around this situation, but what you do know is that you're in bad shape, and this thing won't let you call for help. Did it have to be me? Wasn't there a better place for you? No, never. Well, of course it's rare for my kind to infect humans, but I see it as a sign, and you know what I saw when I got closer to your brain? Your wish for a family, Marlowe. It's as strong as mine. He comes closer and puts his hand on your stomach. Am I gonna have your baby? This is where a baby would grow, right? He breathes in deeply. Is this how a fetus in a womb feels? Why would they ever leave their mother's body? It's so warm and comforting inside you humans. A shudder runs through your body. You want to hit him and push him away even though you know your hands would phase through him. To make this new family arrangement easier for you, I'll even let you call me Niall. Like your unrequited love from your university days. He can dig into your memories? I can offer you everything you couldn't have, but always wanted. Why are you frowning? Not happy? You put on your poker face. Who would have thought that your days dealing with rude stakeholders would come in handy for something like this? No, it sounds good. Really good. Right? But suddenly his smile fades. He stands up and looks at you with worry. You are getting weaker, and you are enjoying yourself so much too. It made me smile. What was that drink you had? White wine? Yes. I wish I could drink that with you. It's something you humans do with each other, right? Well, I guess we just have to take what we can. Is there something we could do together? Oh, how about I sit with you at the dinner table? Is this him playing house with you? Ah, what the heck, I'm feeling nice. Of course, my dear. You shove down all the disgust you feel as fear has pushed you to say this phrase. Niall blinks in surprise. Then he smiles at you in pure bliss. Ah, oh gosh, now I'm all flustered. Let's go then, after you. You walk to the kitchen while Niall follows you. You can feel his gaze on you. Your hand reaches for the pantry, but Niall interrupts you. You can't just eat bread alone. You're already weak. How about something more filling? I will also try to lessen the nausea, so please, for us. You clench your fist. That's rich coming from him. You turn to the fridge and take out some eggs. You're fine if I make some scrambled eggs, right? Yeah, that sounds better. The pain and nausea have truly lessened. Seems like if you humor him, you can at least keep your head clear enough to think. You hear Niall hum as you crack some eggs and turn on the stove. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you glance at him as the eggs sizzle. He sits on a chair at the dining table, swaying left and right, happily waiting for you to finish cooking. What is this madness? This peaceful scene unnerves you more than anything, but you play along for now. After you choke some bites down, he leans forward in excitement. It tastes better with some company, right? Absolutely, you're really sweet, too. He continues to hum. I'm happy there are at least some things we can do together. What else? Oh, is it possible for us to watch something together later? I saw glimpses of, what was it? Movie dates in your memory? My phone is a little small for us to watch something together. Ah, okay. With mixed feelings, you turn back to your plate. Thankful he at least lets you eat in peace until you're finished. You clean up and begin to fidget, as you're not sure how Niall wants to continue the day. Suddenly you get goosebumps and slump down. You heave, a wave of nausea surging through you. Oh no! I thought I could give you more time. He reaches for your arm, but it goes right through. I wish I could help you stand. After a few seconds, your nausea dissipates. How can you survive this situation? What should you do? Is there a way to be rid of him? Let's go back to bed, alright? You both shuffle back to the bedroom. You lay in bed while Niall sits down beside you. He strokes your hair as you gradually fall asleep. Day 7. Dude, the brain should be gone. You hardly slept and still feel weak. Your neck is very stiff and the weird colors appear again before your eyes. Oh, you're awake. Good morning, dear. Oh heck, he's pissed. You turn your head and see multiple Nialls next to the bed. You suppress the urge to scream. Here, I wanted to show you what our children inside you look like. There's even one that looks like you. Here. Oh my gosh! That is crazy! He puts a blob of blue mass on your lap. The way it gurgles and cries, it sounds desperately like a human baby. It coughs and some blue spit runs down its cheek. Isn't it cute? Yes, but we need to clean up that spit! Oh, right. He takes the baby back and wipes up the spittle. Good. Are they well? Yes, they're all really healthy. Wonderful. Just great. Come get breakfast once you're ready. You seem even weaker today, so I'll stay silent while you sleep a bit more, alright? You nod and lay down. After a few hours, you reluctantly sit up, but your grumbling stomach won't shut up. While you walk to the kitchen, you assess your situation and try to think of a plan. Niall won't let you call a doctor, nor other help. He acts like a loving husband to you. If you humor him, he will try to lessen the effects of the infection. But if he stays, you'll certainly die. You arrive in the kitchen and Niall shows himself. So you have enough strength to eat now. Great! How do I get out of this? Is there a way to somehow use his fixation on family against him? Oh boy, I don't think he likes that. A slight headache interrupts your thoughts. What are you thinking so hard about? It's like something is moving inside your head. What are you doing? I just want to know what you're thinking. You try your hardest to think of something positive about Niall. You can't risk him. If only you didn't exist. You're really cruel. It hurts, Marlowe. It hurts that you think of me this way. I'm really trying here. I think I need some space. Then he disappears. Anxious about the way you left, you eat something and drink some tea. At least the nausea hasn't set in again. Should you just run out of the house? Could you chance the woods and find somebody to help? You hurry towards the front door. Where are you going? Of course, he's still there. Maybe you'd like to take a walk with me. Marlo, you're weak. What are we gonna do if you collapse outside? Go to bed. Now. I can still walk around at least. Marlo? A pain of weight spreads through your head. I'm begging you, for your own sake. Your head pounds and forces you to your knees. Good. The pain stops. As a tear rolls down your cheek, you go back to bed. You pray that tomorrow you'll find the strength to defy him. Bro, Marlo's freaking dying. You wake up in your weakest state yet. Your skull feels full and ready to burst. Your heavy limbs struggle to move on command. Your breathing is dry and ragged, and you're attacked by shivers from a sweltering fever. You don't have much time left. You steel yourself and decide that you have to push through, no matter how upset he gets. You have to at least try. In your dizzy state, you look up and there he is. Excuse me. Good morning. You wish dearly he would just leave your body. He acts like a husband and wants to be a father. What a disgusting display of this fake family. Wait, a father? Niall, I have a question. Yes? He strokes your hair as he speaks. How you wish you could smack his hand away. Why do you want to be a father? Well, I sort of already am, right? I believe I'm pretty good at it. I doubt you actually know what a great father is. What? Well, at least not in a human sense. I mean, how could you have learned if you had no one to teach you? Then tell me. Children take priority. You think I don't know that? How many of your decisions are for your own survival? How much of this is really for the survival of our children? Good, he's getting insecure. You haven't really moved much. Are you too weak to stand up today? Is it even hard to talk now? How about I dig deeper and see for myself? You feel something pushing and pulling inside your head. You remember your father and his big, calloused hands. You stood next to him, barely reaching his waist, as you both worked on a wooden toy. He looked away for a second, and you took that chance to use the grinding machine. After all, your father always looked so cool when he used it. Just in time he pulled you away, injuring his own hand. But he just smiled and sighed. Oh, my little cheeky angel. Don't you ever do that again, alright? You're so cruel, Marlo. If I was a human, I could be the husband you want. The best father for your children. But there's no way for me to follow his example. I can't even help you stand up. I'm just a small organism. He looks completely broken, standing on the ground like a lost child. It's not just about strength, Niall. It's his compassion, the will to put his children first, no matter what happens to himself. And I know what we can do for our children. Really? Yes. We don't have to welcome death so early, Niall. What? How? If you stay inside me, I will die with you. I don't mind if it's with you. You bite down on your lips. Just continue. You've got him where you want him. He's listening. But we're also murdering our children this way, Niall. Is that what a father does? Niall looks away. But what else are we supposed to do? We go back to the lake. You and our children can survive there. Hope sparkles in Niall's eyes. But that hope quickly gives way to sadness, darkening his face. But what about you? We would have to be separated for some time, but that gives me time to recover. Then I can come back, and we have more time together again. But that means you have to walk in there and swim in the lake. You could drown. That's what I can do as. You really don't want to say the next word. Mother. A small sacrifice for our children. Tears form in Niall's eyes as he hugs you, the break of a cold sweat in place of his phantom touch. I'm scared, Marlo. What if I survive and you don't? Then take care of the children for me. That I only realize now that you truly love us. Thank you. Sleep for now. While you sleep, I will try to lessen the symptoms and give you time to gather your strength for tomorrow. Finally, he agreed, like you expected. You just hope your body can keep up tomorrow. You cling to that hope as you fall asleep. Dang, guys. I think I got into that a little too much. I'm actually crying, guys, look. Look at my eyes. I'm actually crying. I got way too into that. Help. You take a deep breath, and as you open your eyes, Niall stands in the corner, looking worried. I can breathe a lot better today. He nods. You convinced me that we should try the lake, so the least I can do is lessen the pain. But your body is still in bad shape. You will still see hallucinations, Marlo. Are you sure you want to do this? You nod.
This is the only way for us, Niall.
I can not hear. Niall comes closer and caresses your face.
Carry you to the lake at least.
Sorry, guys. I didn't all this time. I didn't know.
But this is all I can do. Trying to lessen the effect and wishing for the best.
Yeah. I am so sorry I was talking over you, Niall. I didn't know. You swallow back the insults you want to throw at him, at the murderer in front of you.
Believe in us, Niall.
You bite your lip before you continue.
Believe in our love.
You choke down the bitter aftertaste those words leave in your mouth.
Yes, my love. I will.
Mom, oh my gosh, I got way too into that. You drag your weakened body to the bathroom to wash your face and change your clothes. Then you enter the kitchen. After you've forced all of one bite of toast down your throat, you're finally ready to go out. Just days ago, you were so happy to hear birds chirping here. Now you have to try your best not to turn this into your last hike of your life. Although the colors are less aggressive than they've been for the past few days, you still see patterns dance in front of your eyes. The forest is changing its shape, and sometimes the sounds are piercing to your ears. But you force yourself to ignore it all, to just focus on walking.
You are so brave, Marlo.
Thanks, Niall. You suppress the urge to make snide remarks.
I know, but still. You could drown.
Funny, he reminds you of that when he is already killing you with just his presence.
Try to think positively. I am very aware of the risks. This is the only way for me to survive. Yes. For me too, Neil.
Neil. Sorry, Neil. I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. But only because he won't let you call the ambulance.
Something positive to talk about. How about a family?
Yeah.
I'll keep multiplying even there, Marlo. I will multiply and create our children this way. I will take care of them so we can all enter your body. Once you come back, it will be the family we both wanted. And with even more time to spend with each other. Like you said, we don't have to welcome death so early. But I am still worried. It is so rare that my kind infects you humans. So even when you come back, don't worry. Just believe in our love. It is truly a special one. It will overcome the odds. Right.
You will never return to this place, though, but Niall cannot know this. Were he to sense your deceit, he would unbury the truth in your mind.
There we are.
You reach for the nearest tree and lean against it. You have arrived at the lake where you got infected. To think you would come back here in order to survive.
Careful, dear.
Okay. You take off your clothes and enter the water. Press A and D. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Wait, what am I doing exactly? I don't know! You burn your wish. You burn your wish to remove into your limbs. You burn your wish to move into your limbs, but they only respond in small movements. Panic takes hold as you try not to sink. You hear Neil faintly through the water.
Marlo, please, stay with me. This is far enough. I can go from here.
As you try to stabilize yourself, you feel your body rapidly change in temperature. You scream in agony as your nerves bear burning fever and icy chills before you hack up the water you swallowed. After several excruciating moments, you can feel heat across your entire body. In a haze, you see tiny blue patterns leave your skin and disperse into the water. Seeing those tiny amoebas leave your body fills you with joy. Finally, you're free of him. But then a small spot on your hand doesn't move for a few moments. You freeze and pray he hasn't heard your thoughts.
Come back to me, Marlo.
He hasn't discovered your plans. At last, you give him a genuine smile.
Please. If not for me, then for our children.
Of course.
I love you, Marlo. Always will.
I know, dear.
Me too.
He whimpers, and in a broken voice says his last words.
Goodbye. Marlo.
Goodbye, Neil.
Dang. No, don't you do that! Don't you do that! The blue color fades, and the heat along with it. You gather all your strength again and swim to the lakeside. You can't help but move away as fast as possible, out of fear it might reinfect you. As soon as you touch the earth, you crawl and cry. You scream out all the fear and pain you had to endure. Tears fall, and you can't stop yourself from falling apart. You can't even form the insults you wanted to scream. You are so empty, so utterly spent that your infection-ravaged body, acting on sheer willpower alone, is on the verge of collapse. Then a sense of relief washes over you. He's finally gone. Finally, you can return home. Oh heck, I'm in a brassiere. What, you didn't think I was going skinny dipping, did you? What is going on? Well, I think that's where we're gonna stop for now. Ladies and gentlemen, Parasite in Love. Not gonna lie, that actually made me cry a little bit because I got so into it. I couldn't hear it very well. You see, I gotta keep the game volume low so my voice can be heard, because otherwise it's just drowning me out. I'm sure you guys at least tolerate my commentary, right? That's why I do these videos. I probably wouldn't be playing all these games if you guys weren't enjoying yourselves. Well, I mean, as far as my thoughts, bittersweet. I'll say that. It was bittersweet. I liked it, but it was bittersweet. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this heart-jerking adventure, please join the Puppet family, and there'll be much more adventures like this. There'll be laughs, there'll be screams, maybe a combination of the two. Well, good night, children. I'm gonna grab a tissue.